What's up, my people? ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome. Bienvenidos to another episode of Hoy En Día TV. I am your host, Yesy Rodriguez, on another beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. I'm going to bring on my co-host, Manny Morales. Manny, welcome to the stage.
Bendiciones, bendiciones, mi gente. What's going on, everybody out there in TV land? How's everybody doing? How are you, Yesy? How was your week?
You know what? I am well. I am happy. I'm blessed.
Good.
Can't complain. God has been amazing. And I had a really good week.
Good.
Really good week. It's just been very productive. So that's
awesome.
a word. That's the word we learned recently in one of the shows. Yeah. You can't say we're busy. We were productive. I mean, I guess it's a good thing to be busy, right? But you're busy being productive. Right. So, yes. Just a little bit of everything between acting, modeling, Hoy En Día, creating, let's see. Yeah, just the usual. Being a mama, being wifey, just life.
How's that working out? Being a mom. So this is your first, correct?
It is. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a beautiful yet challenging task. It's a beautiful task, but it's challenging at the same time.
I bet. Because what is he, 2 now? Or is he 3 now?
He's 2. Ya tiene 2 años.
Terrible 2.
I spoiled him when he turned 2. Guess where I took him to? Well, I think I told you. You know where I took him to.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. You took him to
and my honey was like, I don't know how many toddlers that are 2 go to Puerto Rico. I'm like, our son. Our son. Because I'm showing him at an early age, when you work hard, this is what luxury and lifestyle is. So at age 2, you experience resort life in Puerto Rico, which he did. Right. And he fell asleep while inside the pool with I had him in his little, what do you call it? Little floaties. They had a little sun cover. He was not floating in that water. And he was like,
that's crazy. That's wild. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
How about you? How are things on your end? How was your week?
Not too bad. Busy. Well, productive. I finished my Christmas order. Work has been work. Just working. Filming. I'm still working on Love Is Our Magic, the trailer, so we could, promote to sponsors for this to start the series. So it's going good. It's definitely going good. I just secured the club scene, the club for the club scene. So I just have to get everybody on board as far as timing, so we could, film it and add it to, the roster. So I got about 10 more scenes that I want to film, because I don't want to really make a short trailer. I want to make sure people understand the book without having to read it if they haven't read it yet.
Right.
And I want it to, to catch their attention. I want them to be like, yo, I got to see this series, So I had to pick certain parts of the book to kind of entice people to want to, come see this series, because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be Power-esque. Yes, we're gonna be in that realm, definitely.
That is awesome. Well, I'm happy and I'm proud of you. Keep pushing. It's going to be great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Great. So many. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to shift gears a little bit. So I just wanted to chat with you about what we've been hearing a lot in the news about immigration and the mass deportation. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't. I've been too productive to watch the news. But I figured something like that was going to happen, with the new presidency and stuff. So there's going to be a lot of changes. There's definitely going to be a lot of changes. But what have you heard, Yesy?
Yeah.
What are they talking about in the streets?
Yeah, and so I'm glad you mentioned that you haven't heard it, because that is another reason why we have Hoy En Día, is to bring people up to date with important topics that they may not have a chance to go out and watch or hear, what have you. You hear it here at Hoy En Día as well, because another one of our goals is to make sure that you stay up to date, especially with important topics like this. So I went under immigrantjustice.org. Under Know Your Rights is a website, and you all can Google it and search as well for information, just to get resources to see how people who may be considered or classified as an immigrant, what they can do, because I'm sure they're frightened. They're like, oh gosh, this is going to happen, what have you. So some background, the mass deportation with the president-elect Donald Trump, he has threatened communities by promising a mass deportation of immigrants. And one of the tools that the Trump administration may use is an expansion of the expedited removal program. And again, I'm reading directly from National Immigrant Justice Center. So I just want to throw that out there. So pretty much what that means is using expedited removal, an immigration officer may quickly deport individuals without due process if the government establishes that they entered the U.S. without immigration documents and have been in the country for less than 2 years. So people deported under expedited removal may be obtained and deported without appearing before an immigration judge. Other immigrants, regardless of how long they've been here in the U.S., may also experience immigration enforcement and removal. And so anyone without here immigration status may be subject to enforcement efforts. People who were ordered deported in the past and people who have had contact with the criminal legal system are particularly at risk. So 5 things that people can consider according to National Immigrant Justice Center. 1, seek a legal consultation. Now, these are 5 things that this website is sharing with you so that you can know how to protect yourself, how to protect your family and loved ones. Seek legal consultation. So they provide information. Call the American Immigration Lawyers Association. That number that they're sharing here is 1-800-954-0254 for a referral. I'm going to say that number again, 1-800-954-0254. And then also create a safety plan, they're saying. Identify your emergency contacts and memorize their phone numbers. So in the event that, heaven forbid, something happens, you can quickly call a loved one, what have you, because then what happens, you get deported, people are worried about you, a lot of things are happening all at the same time. So get those emergency contacts in order. Provide your child's school or daycare with emergency contact to pick up your child. Provide authorization in writing for your emergency contact so that they can make sure that they can pick up your child, or in the event that something has happened, and pray not, and God protect you all, but we just don't know nowadays with the changes in our times. 3, collect your documents in a safe place. So keep your identity information and financial information in a safe location where you know where you can find those. Gather documents showing the length of time you've been in the U.S. The most recent 2 years are most important. And this can include U.S. income tax returns, utility bills, leases, school records, medical records, bank records, etc. Avoid immigration fraud. So only seek advice from an attorney or an accredited representative at the Department of Justice recognized nonprofit organization. So as we know, Manny, a lot of people, unfortunately, that mean harm may take advantage and try to pretend to be something that they're not. So I'm encouraging people to really do your homework before you say yes to agree to work with somebody. Make sure that they are who they are, that they're really legitimate, and that can prevent you from being a victim of fraud, because I don't want you all to experience that. Yeah. Now, they're saying here that lawyers must have a license from a U.S. state to practice law. So if this person is saying, oh, yeah, I'm a lawyer, then, hey, they should have no problem providing you with that license. Say, hey, can I have your license number, please? Just like you're a police officer, when you get stopped, what happens? License and registration, right? Because you're legal to drive. Yep. Same is here. So ask to see the lawyer, the law license. Law licenses from other countries do not authorize the practice of law in the U.S. So that's important too. They can say, oh, I'm an attorney out in England. Okay, great. Well, we're in the U.S. So, I mean, come on now. And then last but not least, be alert for digital scams. So in addition to people being fraudulent, they're saying digital scams, which just sounds interesting. So be skeptical of social media posts promising new and quick immigration relief. I've seen every now and then some of those like, hey, have you da-da-da-da-da? Right. Call this, call that. I'm like, no. So it's saying here, be skeptical of those social media posts promising new and quick immigration relief. The U.S. government, including Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and State Department will never contact you via WhatsApp, social media, Facebook, IG, what have you. They won't, because 1, they don't have time for it, and 2, you're supposed to be looking out for them, looking for them, not what have you. Unless you owe them money like the IRS, then that might be a different story. But that's neither here nor there, right? So in a nutshell, if you need support 24-hour emergency support is available. And I definitely encourage you all. This is just one website that I'm sharing with their phone number. I'm sure there's other legitimate sites. When you are doing your browser search, make sure it has a green check mark next to it. If it has like a question mark or a red X on it, more than likely they're fraudulent websites. So just be mindful of that as well. But I wish you all the best, and just stay positive. Keep praying, and everything's going to work out. So that's my my spiel on that information that I wanted to share. I know it was a lot. It was a mouthful.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not like a newscast, but it's so crazy, man, that a lot of these immigrants that were brought here were, from Ukraine, or immigrants that were detained from Mexico, were brought here, and now they want to deport them without, due process. Like, how is that humane? It's like the Declaration of Independence is just a piece of paper now. It doesn't really matter, because these governments are fighting over land that really wasn't theirs to begin with. It was already here. There was people already inhabiting the land. Y'all took it from them. But that's okay to them. It's just, I go, my heart goes out to all those people that are immigrants and that, have to deal with that, especially the children. The children get taken from their parents. They get put in these places that they don't know anybody. Some of them don't know English. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? How frightened can they be? It's just crazy. It's just wild, and then the way that, the internet was supposed to help, but it helps, but it hinders, because you got people that scammers and hackers and all types of, it's just, the way of the world now is crazy. Just, I wish we could go back in time, but we're not Back to the Future. So we can't go back in time, when it was just more peaceful back in the day, technology.
Now, Manny, I'm glad you mentioned children and families. That was another part in my research that I found, was that apparently this go round, and again, this could change. This is what I've heard as of today, but tomorrow can be a different story. So I'm just throwing that out there for the listeners and viewers. Upon my research and reading, I did see that the difference that families may encounter versus dividing families, if there are children that were born in the U.S., but their parents are illegal, the whole family is going to get deported. But what happens is, after the child who is of U.S. citizenship or born here turns 18, he or she has their authority to return to the States if they choose to. But if they're under the age of 18, where they're classified as a child, they're not going to get separated from their families. Again, this is as of today. I don't know. Things can happen, but I'm just sharing with you what I've read and upon my research. So
that is wild. My prayers go out to those people, and hopefully, everything goes well for them.
Oh, me too. Okay. But yeah, so let's change it into a positive note. Positive note, we have two great guests here with us.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! Well, man, you do us the honor and introduce who we have here with us today.
So, the first guest that we have, his name is Andre Peeko Train. He has been doing a lot of good things in the community. He has come a long way. He's lived the full life. Was in the service when he was younger, and transitioned to filmmaking and giving back to the community as well. He's been in movies as Soul Saga, Rights of a Father, How I Got 20. I believe he directed that one. He was in it though as well, and other movies that you can find him in. But he is actually working on a movie now. I don't want to give it away. I'll let him talk about it. So here goes Andre.
Welcome to Hoy En Día, Andre Peeko Train.
Peace,
that is
Trey.
really
Good
name.
Right. We can't hear you.
Can you
Turn
hear
the mic on. There you go. It's good, bro.
What's happening? What's happening?
Bienvenidos. Bendiciones. Bye.
Que pasa? Que pasa, Andre? That's a really interesting name. I'm curious to know, where did the Peeko Train come from? That's because when I think about Pico, I think about Pico de Gallo.
Right.
Nah. So back in the day, y'all remember Dukes of Hazzard?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my name used to be Roscoe Peeko Train back in the day, but then I got compromised, so I had to change it to Andre.
Right.
Andre is my middle name. So
Okay.
Peeko Train.
Okay. Right. There you go. There you go.
Ooh.
Good to have you on the show, bro. Finally.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So the $1 million question to start. I was
go
going to say
ahead.
the $1 million
You ask it.
question.
That's your thing. Go ahead.
Hey,
Who is Andre Peeko Train? ¿Quién tú eres? Dinos. Who is Andre Peeko Train?
so Andre Peeko Train is a young cat that was born in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I got in a lot of trouble. So me and my brother, so my mother, thank God for her, moved us out of there up to Jacksonville, Florida back in the 90s, 1991.
Okay.
And then I went to the military in 1995. Did 22 years as a combat cavalry scout, 5 combat deployments. And after that, I retired. My last 2 years in the military, though, I sung for the United States Army Soldier Show. And then I also coordinated and I ran it for 2 years. And so once I retired, I moved back to Jacksonville and got into acting. I was always entertainment and a performer, but moved back to Jacksonville in 2017. Was in my first movie with Tall Paul Production. And from there, I wrote my first film called What Goes Around Comes Around, that's streaming now on Tubi, and won 8 awards for that one. Was nominated for 12.
Awesome.
Won Best Actor in the City. I won Best Actor in the City. I won a lot of awards, magazines, things like that. So once I did that, I started writing and producing other films, and How I Got 20, which is now streaming on Amazon Prime. That was a caveat of What Goes Around Comes Around. And I got about 4 or 5 other movies on YouTube, as well as acting in several other movies that's on Tubi and Amazon streaming now.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yessie's on Tubi too. Have you ever heard the movie about the movie Crossover?
Basketball movie, right?
No, there's 2 different ones. Because when I Googled it, when I went on YouTube, it brought that one up, but there's another one called Crossover. It's like a gangster type movie, but Yessie was in it.
Oh, really?
Was in both of them.
That's what's happening. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah,
Crossover.
check it out. Really?
I definitely will.
When you get some downtime, just go on Google and Google Yessie Rodriguez, and you'll see a lot of what I've done and been on through Google. And
Yessie.
Yes.
Spell it.
Yesse.
Yesse Rodriguez. So the way you see it on the screen right now that we have.
Okay, got you. Let's see. Okay.
I haven't got a chance to watch Rights of a Father, but I heard it was really good. Like it's definitely controversial because I heard the there was a lot of things going on that they took it off of air because it was controversial or something. I don't know, but
So that movie I shot, that's Junior's film.
Junior, right.
So I shot that movie. So he and I kind of go back and forth. I shoot his films, and now this is his actually first time being a cinematographer. So he's actually, I'm showing him kind of how to do this and do that with the camera. So he's shooting mine. We're actually both shooting it, but
Right. Yeah, it's definitely amazing to be on set with you. So I'm gonna let you talk about the upcoming one that you got going on, so that way you could give a better juicy, preview of what is to come with this new movie.
Cool. So the new film is called Mob Chicks. MAABCHIXX. And I always try to be there. I don't like to spell stuff the same way as everybody, MOBB. But Mob is actually the name of the character that was killed. So Mob is basically he's a drug dealer. Started out in the game young, and then he kind of grew up and became the top dog in the city. But you always got that top dog, but everybody want to come and take that guy down. Everybody wants your crown. But he has these 4 young ladies that he raised. So he had friends and all that stuff, and they made a pact that if one of them pass or go to prison or just be out bad, that they would not separate the girls. So there's four young females that he kind of taught them the game. He taught them how to run in the streets. He also taught them how to be young ladies and to grow up to be young women, so they can handle their business in corporate as well as in the streets. Because all that come together. If you're a street dude, you can handle corporate. Look at Jay-Z and all them cats. My bad. Didn't want to bring up Jay-Z after all the stuff that's been going on in the news. Yeah. But so Mob ended up getting killed, and they come back in town to try to find out who did it and revenge his death. And so they kind of go through a lot of ups and downs and things like that to try to figure out who did it. And then at the end, you already see what happened, Manny. So I don't want to spoil it, but
I don't want to give it away either. It's awesome.
This sounds awesome. That's a really interesting plot and storyline. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
it's
the 4 ladies,
now, right? Is it out now?
No, it's still in production. So we're still filming. We're still filming. Got at least about maybe 6 scenes left. And I was going to premiere it on my birthday, which is January the 25th. But with editing, and I'm a real particular guy when it comes to editing. So I got OCD like real bad. So if I see anything out of place, it has to be in place. I don't care how small it is. I'm gonna catch it. So I'm real particular. So Carlos Cast 2 Production, he does my edits. So he comes through probably once or twice a week, and we sit down and we do the edits. And it's gonna be a great movie. The premiere is gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see it. One of the actresses that's in the film, she actually is a rapper. She has a song with Trina, and she's gonna write a song for it, and she's gonna actually perform it at a premiere. So it's gonna be gangster.
Oh, that is awesome.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be gangster. Yeah,
that is dope. So, I can't wait, man. It's been a amazing being on set with you, just watching the whole situation unfold, how it works, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing experience.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. That's one big thing, man. I'm trying to we trying to show in the city, man. Like filmmakers, we have to work together. We're all independent filmmakers, and no one is better than the next. We're all learning. Either some of us went to school or some of us just learning just from experience. Right. And that's the hardest thing, man. It's like it feels like it's a competition out here, and everybody don't want to work together and share the wealth. So as you see on the platform, it's 3 filmmakers that's on my team. Me, Junior, and Carlos, and also Tall Paul. So it's actually 4. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I like to work together with people. I'm not a prideful guy. I'm not an egotistical dude. I'm very humble. And if we all can eat at the same table, so let's do it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. The more people you have that have experience, the better it is. The better the movie is going to be.
Correct.
Correct. Definitely awesome.
Yeah. Jerry, let me ask you this, because being a fellow actor and a content creator, and I've created and produced and filmed a short as well a few years back. I know the importance of having the right talent on board.
Yeah.
And so, because I've noticed when I'm watching, whether it be Amazon or Tubi or YouTube, what have you, it could be an amazing storyline, but if the acting sucks, I'm going to change it. I am not going to watch it.
Right.
You're
right.
So how are you? I know you mentioned you're a stickler and OCD about editing. How are you about talent? How do you feel about that part of it?
So talent to me, if you're an entertainer, I feel like if you're an entertainer, you already have a talent because you entertain, you perform, you've been in front of people, so you're not afraid to showcase what God has given you. So as far as I'm all about a look, but some talent you can train if they got a little bit in them, but I'm all about the look. And some talent you can coach it and you can train it. If they have personality and if they fit what you want, I can kind of train that person to be that person that I want, because I like to write. And this is how Mob Chicks came along, because the individuals that I see, like for instance, like if you was to play Maria, you know what I'm saying, beautiful Spanish woman or Latina, you know what I'm saying, that speaks the language, looks good, very sexy, and you can talk and you're able to do it, and you have to build that energy off the next person with you. So if you have an actor that's good and an actor that's semi-good, then that energy has to match. This actor here that's good has to bring this energy out of this person. So we'll cut, go back, cut, go back, cut, go back until we get it right. And all you got to do is be yourself, be natural. And I tell them that all the time. Have a conversation, be natural, get to know this person, have a conversation. Y'all can sit down and talk or get to know each other, hang out. It's too easy. And once you build that chemistry, it's great. Those 4 young ladies have built a chemistry that like they've been knowing each other forever. And that's what I love about it. And you can kind of see the chemistry on camera. When I look at these videos and I'm like, oh, wow, you know, that was really good. And some of it's their first time acting, you know, so yeah, but I love the look. If that look and the OCD messes with me, like if they don't fit that description, you know, then I'm lost. I'm like, golly, but this person looks just like what I envisioned. And now when they act it out and I mold them into that actor, now it just all comes into play. And you see beauty right in front of your eyes. And you like, I did that.
Good. That is awesome. That is amazing. Good. Yeah. That makes sense. I like that response. That was a good response. Mandy, any follow-up questions for that?
So are you, I mean, you said you're a humble guy, but do you work with everybody, like actors, as far as, you know, actors, like, well, I kind of know you do because, you know, I went for a specific part when I cast for this film and you cast me for a different part. So, but like, do you try to give everybody that type of advantage?
I do. Like again, you know, it's all about a look for me. Because when as a writer, when you're writing, you already know what this character, you already have an idea of what that character looks like. You know what I'm saying? And then if they can portray that part, like you know, if you look at Minister Society, you know, Old Dog originally, the guy that played whoever Tupac was supposed to play that guy. But now we see Old Dog. Yeah. So who can replace Old Dog right now if you see the vision of Old Dog versus Tupac? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that vision that I see, if that person don't match the vision, but they can act, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, but the vision is not going to be there. So it's not going to fit that character for me.
Right.
So you have to fit that character for me in order for me to say, okay, boom, my vision is good. I like that. I can work with that. But yeah, I'm very humble, man. I work with anybody, bro. I'm not that dude, man, that be selfish and, you know, all on my high horse. I'm not that type of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Mississippi cat, man. We real laid back and humble. So, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot of years, but yeah, I'm good.
Right. That's what's up.
That is what's up. So let me ask you this: pet peeve on set. So, like for me as an actor or an actress, I should say, a pet peeve that I have was when I'm working with someone and they don't come to set prepared, and now you're delaying the timeline. Because I'm similar to you. I'm OCD when it comes to my script. I do my best to make sure that I'm on it, because I'm known for like, yes, she's that one take wonder. She's gonna nail it, and we can keep on going to the next scene. That's what I'm known for. A lot of people aren't known for things like that, and then they either come to set unprepared or delaying stuff. So what are some of the pet peeves that you've encountered that you want to make sure that people watching this and that are wanting to work with you, they do not do because they're going to get black booked?
Yeah, rehearsals and communication. It's too easy to, you know, we're not Tyler Perry, where it's hard for you to talk to us or call us on the phone. You have my phone number, direct contact. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Maria then came over to the crib, and me and her have sat down and rehearsed. A lot of the actors or actresses have came to the house and we rehearsed, and they've done it and they went over it, and it makes it easier for them when they get on set. A lot of them are new actors, so they don't understand it and they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? How to memorize the lines like me. And I'm sure you probably can do it too. I can go on set and I can look at the script. I can read the script the day prior to me going on set. and then I can look at the script. And as long as I understand the scenes that we're shooting, you know what I'm saying, what I'm doing, what it means to me, and I have an understanding of that script. And then when I get there, I rehearse with the actress or actor that I'm supposed to rehearse with. And right then and there, it's memorized. You got it down pat. And now all I got to do is add my personality. So that's one of my biggest pet peeves is communicate and know your lines. So when you do come on set, we're not there all night playing around, because as you know, it takes a long time, because you got to shoot this angle, you got to shoot that angle, you got to shoot this angle, you got to shoot. It's a lot of angles, so it's gonna take time, you know. So be patient and wait. And patience. I can feel the negative energy in the room. I hate negativity when you come on set. You can feel that negative energy, and it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can just leave.
Right.
But that's one of my biggest, like you just said, not knowing your lines and just communicate. It's too easy. Just communicate.
Okay. All right. Manny, do you have any pet peeves that you've encountered while working on different sets?
Manny. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to, me or
Manny? Yeah, sorry, Manny, because I know Gray, you shared yours. Manny.
The same. Just learn your lines. You know, like if you have a dialogue, make sure you practice and rehearse it and just get it down. You know, and I'm glad he brought up the fact that, you know, you have to work different angles when you're filming. Because a lot of people out there, when you know, that aren't in this industry and they're just watching movies and they're like, oh, that's easy. They're not really working. No, it's definitely not easy. Definitely not easy, because you got to wait, redo it several times. And then, you know, if somebody didn't learn their lines, you have to sit there and wait till they actually, you know, get a good take of it. Because if they don't get a good take, you're going to be there all night, you know? So that's one pet peeve so far, you know. Learn your lines.
Learn your lines. And professionalism.
Right. Exactly.
Professional. We're all grown. You know what I'm saying? It's professionalism. And I like coming on a set that's professionally set up. Because when we first started out, you know, we were still learning. So, you know, you come out with just a camera and microphones. You know what I'm saying? And then people just looking, you know, they don't know. So, you know, we're always teaching, we're always training. That's what I look at it, because I'm a military guy. Anything we do, we're teaching and training. So someone is learning from us that want to get in this business, or either learn this business and pursue their career as an actor or actress. So we have to show professionalism on set to give them, to show them what right looks like. You know what I'm saying? So I go to a lot of sets, especially in Atlanta. I've been on Boosie's set. I've been on a lot of other sets. So when I see professionalism out there, I want to bring that back to Jacksonville. And one of the things I talked to Junior about was, when I go to the 48-hour film festival and all that other stuff, there are no, you know, our movies are not there. So everybody else is working together. Why aren't we doing the same thing? Exactly. Why aren't we working with these guys that's been to school, been doing it for 20 to 30, 40 years, because we learn from everybody. And their stuff looks very, very good. So why aren't we all over there with them as well? You know, it's like a race divided. We got to cut that out. You know,
I agree.
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up, because I feel the same way. We should start learning how to work together and kumbaya a lot more. Because what's that old saying? Together we can achieve more.
That's it.
That's the whole concept of team. Together, everyone, E, can achieve a more team.
Hey, I like that.
There you go.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Everyone achieves more.
Yeah.
But with that in mind too, another thing I wanted to say, for people looking to get into acting or want to be a part of a production, a couple of more things that come to mind that I want to share with you as a fellow actor or actress. Like the gentleman was saying, it's not easy. So expect to be on set for a while. And so, you know, because it takes time. Camera angles, like Dre was sharing, people not really knowing their lines, like both Manny and Dre were sharing. There's so many obstacles that can come. So patience, professionalism, and understanding that it's going to take time. So you may be there for 5-6 hours, depending on who's there, their knowledge of the acting and modeling or whatever project it is that you're doing. And then also be mindful of just being positive, like Dre said as well, being positive and thinking positive energy, positive vibes. That energy really can affect things, and we don't want that to happen. So,
Definitely.
I was going to say, it slipped my mind, but anywho, yes.
Te está poniendo vieja.
You know what it is? No, esto es lo que pasa. When I have a thought, and if I don't say it right away or write it down, and I hear you all saying some other thoughts, it like scoots over and it's like, okay, bye. And then something comes out, and I'm like, oh gosh, what was I going to say? But it'll come back. It'll come back.
Right.
But anywho, so yes, those are a few reminders I wanted to share with you all. Dre, I know you brought in a guest with you today to our show, right?
I did.
So introduce us. Tell us who the special guest is that you brought.
Okay, so this guy Dwyer. So I was looking for a Jamaican guy, and I met a Jamaican a while ago. He was actually Bohemian, older guy with that look. If y'all ever seen Belly,
yeah,
you seen Belly. So that guy right there, I kind of wanted that roughneck looking Jamaican, that hardcore, like look like got scars on his face, just done been through some stuff, And Dwyer came to the casting, and I liked his personality, and so I said, we can mold Dwyer and get him right, So kind of nice looking brother, a model and things like that. And I said, I'm gonna give him an opportunity to let him play this Jamaican guy. And it was hard to cause Dwyer has that his accent ain't as strong, but he pulled it off. He did a good job after he rehearsed it. And he stays in touch. He communicates. He calls, hey, how do you want me to do this? How do you want me to dress? And I did want him to dress like roughneckish, thuggish, but that's not his character. So I wanted him to be comfortable in that character to dress the way he dresses. So I said, man, you know what? Just go ahead and dress the way you dress. Just put some tattoos on your neck of a snake, because that's his name in the film, Snake. So he ordered some tattoos, put it on his neck, but I want him to represent his culture as well. So he came through, did his thing, and I appreciate him for that. So that's Mr. Dwyer. He plays Snake in the film. He's the right hand to Mac, which was Mob's number 2. And so now he's Mac's number 1.
All right.
Welcome to Hoy En Día TV, Dwyer.
Hello, brother. Bendiciones. Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. You gotta turn your mic.
You're on mute. Let me unmute you. There you go.
Walk people. Walk. Good night, y'all.
Can I ask a question? Who is that standing behind you?
Me. Myself. Well, y'all. Thank y'all to have me on this platform. I appreciate everyone.
Thank you for coming, man.
To bring me on, and thank you, Dre, because there's a lot more people on the set, and I appreciate. When I saw that message last night, I was like, "What is this now?" But I'm a guy. I don't throw down opportunity. I never throw down opportunity. It doesn't matter what it is. My schedule is never too busy to jump on a platform. That's just who I am. Because guess what? You never know who's gonna see you.
Right.
You never know what opportunity you're gonna give up. You never know what door is gonna open so you can be slide through. So I never put on an opportunity. You know what I mean? Regardless of time, I could have been sleeping right now because I gotta get up by 4:00. But I'm gonna do to never give up opportunity, because this is the field that I want to be in. When Andre said, yo, I wanted to be on this online thing, I'm like, okay, let's do it. You know what I mean? I'm just that guy. You know what I mean? And that's been my motto going through my years, going through years. Yeah, I'm Dwyer Williams. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, I was
Kingston.
born and yeah, I was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. You know, Andre fight me a lot in this film. Okay, I need you to stop smiling. I need you to stop smiling.
I think, hey, look, I think that was everybody's problem. And Maria couldn't stop. Shay couldn't. She would do
I
this.
know,
She would
bro.
do this. I'm like, yo, you got to stop swaying side to side, lady. She couldn't stop. Like she was
Yeah,
just nervous. So it was like a nervous tick. She just kept doing this.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
kept telling her to. Everybody kept trying to stop her.
And you know what she
But
said? Like she told me that Mac was every time she'll get the line right, Mac will start whispering something under his breath and she'll start laughing
Right.
because he kept messing with her. So he threw off her
Right.
track.
But I mean, that's how you train somebody. That's how you help somebody to get out of their head. Because she was definitely in her head when we were filming
Oh
that
yeah.
scene. She was
Yeah, you
definitely
gotta
in
stay
her
out of
head,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was nervous, which is understandable. That's her first film, so. But she pulled it
Yeah.
off. We did a great job. You know, I can't wait to actually see the film. So,
Yes,
tell
sir.
us more about yourself, Dwyer. What role you play? What have you done? Like modeling, all that stuff.
yeah, I was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. I left Jamaica in 2014. I went to Guantanamo Bay to work with the military as a water safety instructor. I do that
Okay.
for 3 years. You know, I come out of my comfort zone going to water safety from a salesman. So I was a salesman in Jamaica. I get redundant in 2014 out of a job for a year. I see a link for a job in Cuba. So I applied for it as a water safety instructor. I teach a lot of the military safety in the water. Then I met my ex-wife on base there. I moved to California in 2017. And in 2017, I I've been modeling since I was 12, but to get your foot in the door, I'm like, I need to go to the school. So I started acting on model school back in California. You know, my style is totally different. So when I go to the school, they were like, why you just started modeling? I said, no, I started modeling just now. It's just where I was coming from. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I take all of that learning and put it into something good. Moved to North Carolina. My modeling career kind of stopped because I started working with the military again. I work in the gear department where I work on the bulletproof vest and stuff. So I kind of got a lot underneath my belt, you know, and do a couple modeling back in North Carolina. But my biggest modeling was when I was in California. You know, moved to Jacksonville. I'm like, I'm searching for agent because modeling is my thing. This is what I want to see. I want to see myself on a billboard. I want to see myself on this cologne bottle. I want to, you know what I mean? That's my thing. That's my thing. That's
Right.
where I want to be at. And I went to this fashion show. I never really liked it, but I go because I like to see different kind of fashion show. Because I'm a high end fashion guy. I like the suits, you know, I like the run. I love the timing. I like the organizing. I like all of that. So I like high fashion model. I don't really like ghetto modeling because a lot of these models don't listen. And when you're a model, you gotta take criticism. You know, you gotta listen. You know what I mean? And not say I'm better than any model. I'm gonna put myself higher than everybody because we are still learning, regardless of how many years we want to do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, you know, being there, met with some people. I met Carlos. Never know that he was a film writer. You know what I mean? That was like he was surprised. Oh, I met him. We exchanged contact on Instagram. And one day I saw him post a post. I'm like, damn, I never know he was a film writer. I'm like, oh, can I get in? And you're like, okay, I'm having an audition this time. This time, I'm like, I never make it. I'm like, damn, I didn't make that one. So, oh, can I still be a part of the film? Oh, you want to be an extra? Yeah, I want to be an extra. Like, I just want to get in the film. I'm like, I just want to be I also want to be in the movie now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being in that in Future Soul, I'm like something kind of stirring up in there, like, oh damn boy, you got talent. You know, I'm like saying to myself, no, you got talent. So like I'm in Future Soul, I'm like, I'm starting to do some things now where I can capture the eyes of people, you know, based on my modeling skill, based on how I carry myself. Like each set I trying to dress different from everybody else on the set. You know, so cause I'm trying to put ideas in anybody who wants it because that's what my photographer teach me. just always be prepared. And in future, so now, and then Jay's like, "Oh, I got a role for you." Yeah, man. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, I got a role for you." I'm like, "Okay, audition is at this day." I'm like, "I'm nervous as shit. I'm nervous." Sorry for my language. So I'm nervous because where I'm from Jamaica, I'm dyslexic, like fully dyslexic, like a really bad dyslexic. And then I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go stand up in front of people doing this script. Now I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's gonna be hard. I'm talking to my inner person. I'm like, it's gonna be hard. But I'm like, no, Dwyer, you gotta get out of your comfort zone now. You gotta get into this motion now. If you want it, you gotta work harder. Sometimes you're gonna put yourself down low to get back up high. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, get the script. I'm like, Jay, what is the script? I'm like, I'm a guy like this. I know where I'm at. I know who I am. So I'm like, I'm passenger. I'm passenger. Yo, watch the script. Watch the script because I know I want. And he can tell you, I never miss a line in my script. I never miss a line because I know who I am. So I practice, 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 and that's what he said: practice, 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 practice. I practice over and over. I call him like, "Hey, I didn't get this. Where's this? Where's this? Where's this? Where's this?" Because I know who I am, and that's when you know that you separate yourself from everybody else when you contact, you make preparation, you know the director. So you can't be afraid to contact the director. Hey, Jay, I don't have this line. I don't have the where. I didn't see that. You know what I mean? And he can tell you, I'm a guy who call him around the clock. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. And I'm being a part of Mob Chicks is like there's nobody can stop me now. I'm like,
Right.
there's nobody. Jason, my like, no, Dwyer, I need that rough face and stop smiling. Stop smiling. Stop smiling. Give me that hardcore. What I said to Jay, when the camera is on, I'm a total different person.
Right.
I never like practice. I'm a basketballer, I'm a soccer player. I hate practice. So in the game time, my face is on. And the same in modeling. When the runway, my first walk gonna be my nervous walk, but after that, everything is flowing. And the same thing with Mob Chicks. My first two, it was very nervous. It was very nerve wracking. But if you know who you are and what you can do, there's nothing can stop you.
Right.
Land Mob Chicks, and I never know that I was gonna do so many stuff in Mob Chicks. I was just think I was gonna be this little bit. But only for only for knowing that I'm this big, I'm like, oh damn. And then I'm not even gonna lie. He put me on a platform where I never know I was. And I'm not gonna be I tell him every day, I tell him, call us. I appreciate them both every single day to give me that look that it is endless from now. I did Mob Chicks, I'm in Mob Chicks. No, I got never too late with Junior. So I
Right.
land the next audition for a next movie coming up in February. So Junior is next one. He said, "Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You got something that a lot of people need. You're a model. Your style is different. You got an accent. You got a face. Use it to your best ability." And and I can never say nothing more but thanks for these guys that give me the opportunity so I can broadcast my talent on a wider scale.
Right. That's awesome, bro. That is
Yeah,
definitely
appreciate it. Yeah, man.
awesome. So what you got,
So
Yossi? I know you got questions.
yes, you know me, brother. First, I want to give you a salute and shout out Dwyer for sharing with us that
Yeah.
you have dyslexia. I salute you. That is impressive.
Mm.
I was doing some research because I like Manny was saying, I'm a nerd. I like numbers, I like stats, and so with you sharing that, I found out that more than 40 million U.S. adults have dyslexia, with only 2 million of them receiving a diagnosis. So between 70 and
Mm.
80% of people harboring limited reading proficiency suffer from dyslexia. And so keeping that in mind, and then you being so successful, what are some of the the actions, or what things do you do to help keep pushing yourself to make sure that you having dyslexia does not affect your success? Because you're doing amazing things and you're not letting that stop you. And the reason why I'm asking this is because people who have different types of conditions, sometimes they use it as an excuse or as a crutch, like, oh, I can't because of this, or I can't because of that. You're not letting anything stop you. What are some of the words of encouragement that you can share with those with similar situations?
So I use guys that I grew up with, where they get scholarship to go to school,
Mm-hmm.
and my family wasn't have no name where I grew up on, and they come out to be nothing. So I use all of those people that I see that get all of this on a platter, you know what I mean? And I just use that for my advantage. Like, you didn't get this, but you are better than, not that I'm better than, but you are at the highest state than them. So I use all of that to encourage me that it doesn't matter where you are in your in life, you can do something if you just work harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know you gotta work harder.
Right.
So there is no stopping, because once you stop work, that's when you die.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I use all of that. I use all of those people who said you will never come out to be nothing. All of those my friends then that I see they get scholarship and they're worse than somebody who never gets scholarship. I'm like, I use all of that and I'm like,
You took that
but you
negativity and turned it into a positivity.
Right.
but
Exactly.
you're doing great. And all of those person, I leave them where they're at. I'm living in America. I got no family here. All my family back in Jamaica, so I'm here by myself. I
Mm-hmm.
own my own condo. I own a three-bedroom condo. I'm a sales rep for a glasses company that in Virginia. So I manage the company here in Jacksonville. You
Mm-hmm.
know, plus I'm a licensed financial advisor, actor, model. So you know what I mean. So I use all my downfall to be my upgrowing.
Okay. That's cool. I like
Thank you
that.
for sharing that. Absolutely. So, see, listeners, viewers, again, another example of not letting whatever it is that people say about you affect you or make you a victim. Keep pushing, just like Dwyer has been doing. Take that negative and turning it into a positive. Use it as gasoline, as that fuel to keep you and your car driving whatever
Right.
direction that you want to go to. So you can definitely do it, just like these two amazing individuals have been doing.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing that,
Amazing.
Dwyer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dre, with Mob Chicks, not be without giving too much away, what can the viewers expect when it is ready for everybody to see for the world premiere? What can they expect? What feelings, emotions? What are they going to feel?
Emotions. A lot of them. They're gonna see action. They're gonna see drama. They're gonna see love, uh, excitement. They're gonna see a little bit of comedy because one of the young ladies, Rashonda, and I specifically wrote key list for Rashonda because Rashonda is a very funny young lady. She does stage plays. So a lot
Okay.
of times when you come from stage plays and you do acting, there's a big difference. You know, stage plays prepare you for acting because when you do stage plays, you're upfront and personal, and you have to know those lines. You can't mess
Right.
them up because people
Right.
are staring you in your face like this. But
Right. There's no cut.
there's
There's
no
no
cut.
cut. And we
You
do.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, so you recognize those actors when they're on set and you can hear the staging in them and you're like, hey, this is not a play, this is acting. Be you. So she's very funny. And when she's herself, she's a clown. So when you'll recognize her once you start hearing the things she said. And it's so her because that character fits her so well. And she does a great job. So you're gonna see comedy within her. Um,
Mhm.
you're gonna see some fighting. We actually had some MMA fighters come out and fought.
That was exciting.
Uh,
That was
yeah,
definitely exciting.
it was beautiful. So Dwyer, you wasn't there that day. You kind
Yeah.
of missed that, but it
This
was it was
person's
Yeah.
like,
really good.
MMA fighters.
Yeah, we had like 4 MMA fighters come out, and two of them was females, and well, five. Two of them was female, and three were guys. So they kind of did the fight scene, and it was good. It was really good. So you're gonna see a lot of that, a lot of drama, Not too much drama, but more action. And I want to hit like a homely point because the mother, you know, being with the 4 kids, I want to kind of show that motherly love, you know, how she kind of knew her kids, but she molded them at that moment into, because they all knew that something was going to happen. You know, if you're in a dope game, it's only 2 or 3 things that's going to happen. One, if you get out, you're going to get out with issues, but you're going to get out, but you're going to see some problems, either prison or death. So Mob already had prepared them for that. So, you know, he prepared them for his death so they wouldn't take it too hard. So their emotion, being strong Black women, their emotion, I didn't want them to kind of be out there crying and all this other stuff. I want them to show strength, you know what I'm saying, within that, because we're all going to die one day, you know what I'm saying? And me being in the military, as far as, and Dwyer knows as well, you know, a lot of emotion we have to hold inside, especially when you've been to combat. Yeah, you have to hold it inside, and you can break, but you don't break in front of people. You break in your own, somewhere in a room, locked up by yourself, and let all these emotions out. But I didn't want to show that. I wanted them to be strong. I want them to handle their business, and at the same time, tactically move in and do what they need to do. So I use a lot of military tactics in this film. Their movement techniques, their conversations, the way they hold their weapons, the orientation of everything that they do. You know, I wanted to use that in this film to make it great. If it was $1 million budget, it would be awesome. But that's what we're working for. So once it's complete, I'm gonna pitch this movie to so many networks to hopefully we get investors where I can bring everybody in and we make this movie what it's supposed to be. Great.
Yeah. That's awesome. I
Yes,
can't wait.
sir.
I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited.
Yes,
Just
indeed.
listening to it, I'm excited too. I'm ready to watch it. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, piggyback off of
You
what
can
Jay
imagine when I
said.
come home and look at the scenes, man. It's so awesome.
Right.
Piggyback off of what Dre said, being in the movie and being on set and just watching it over and over and over. I'm like, this movie gonna be fire. This movie gonna be the movie of 2025. I'm
Right.
like, I can't wait to see this movie based on certain clip that we see so far. And based on we are actor on set, we're at each other in the movie. I'm like, damn. Especially when I roll up on my boss and I like let him know that hey, this ain't no this ain't you know what I mean? I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for real, like there's somebody like there's a different person like come out in on every set, like total different person. Like in the movie, like touching, like for real. I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Snake.
Yeah, it's
Can't
gonna
wait
be,
to see
it's
Snake in
gonna
action.
be amazing.
And that's
Definitely
what keeps
amazing.
that's the main thing that keeps me humble. You know what I'm saying? Like to be a person to see your work. Like we all writers and we all writers and we have an entertainment. We have a gift that God has given us. But to be able to give someone an opportunity with the gift that God has given you, and you see their talent and their gift, and you able to put it somewhere that they never thought it would go, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we keep blessing each other, God is going to continuously bless us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get our flowers on a daily basis. And as long as you continue to get your flowers by blessing one another, man, it's endless from there. It's endless.
Yeah.
that's true. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Yes.
Dope.
Manny, any last minute questions before we transition to last minute words?
Oh man, I'm just excited for the movie to be out. I'm excited for the premiere. For real, I love the premieres because you get to dress up, see the actors come together, and see all the people that actually want to come and see the movie. Then when it's over, you get the oh, that was amazing, and you just get all the people commenting on what the roles and different stuff like that. So
And then what's next? Yeah, what's
exactly.
next? Yeah.
Too bad it's so far
I was-
away, all the way in Jacksonville. I would come if I lived closer, but I'm 2 states away, so
Right.
Where you at? You 2 states.
No, you're 7
No.
hours away.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in North Carolina. You can come on.
You're 7 hours. You're 7 hours away.
We're gonna send you an invite. we're gonna send you an invite. If we have to fly
Hey,
you
look,
in, we will fly you in.
look, we'll do media for the premiere. How about that?
There you
Even
go.
though I'm in the
Boom.
movie, we'll do media.
Let's
You
do
and
it.
I.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
Minion. I
Let's
don't
do
know
it.
why I thought you said we'll do Minion. I'm like, Minion? What is
We could do
Minion?
minions too, because I can get an outfit. I like the minions. We could do that.
Yeah. And I've already booked the location. I had to change the date because again, I thought I was gonna be ready by my birthday. But I heard it's gonna be at the WJCT.
Okay.
And if you've been in there, that sound stage is huge. It's beautiful. So I could do so much stuff in that room. So
Right.
I already got everything in my head what I'm gonna do. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
beautiful.
don't spoil it.
It's gonna be a whole nother movie.
Right. I can't wait, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Watch Rise of the Father. Watch that movie before I think Future Soul, because Future Soul was just filming. Watch Rise of the Father. I'm like, I want to be in every single movie going forward from this. Because watching that movie, I'm like, I'm gonna audition for every single movie because I know I got talent. I was like, I'm picking out. Okay, I could do that. I could be that person in that movie. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm trying to challenge myself now.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I see actor in this movie. I'm like, I can't play that guy. I want to be in that little scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I started. That's how I started vision myself. Like I'm just gonna do it till
Right.
I get there. You know what I mean?
That confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last thing is with Dwyer when he came in and we didn't know he was dyslexic. And he told us at the end when he came in, to read, I was like, wait a minute, what the hell? But he didn't. It was like he was reading it, but he didn't like give up. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't come in there and tell us, that he had dyslexia in the beginning. So he tried in the beginning, but then after he was done, that's when he told us. So I was like, oh, okay, got it. You know what I'm saying? So we can work around that because
Right.
we can record it or we can do whatever we need to
Right.
do. But he's a very consistent guy, and I like that. He if he needs to be there, he's going to be there on time. He's going to call you ahead of time. You can expect him, and dedication is one thing that I love. You're dedicated to the work, and you show up, and you always give energy when you're there. He don't complain. He don't say nothing. He just sit there and do this like a student. You know what I'm saying? And he stands there and he takes directions very well, and I like that in an actor. So as long as he keep that, he can go far in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
man.
Dwyer, good job.
Thank you. I got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, that was very nice, Trey. That was a good look.
Definitely.
Share that with him. All right, Manny. Well, I think it's time for us to transition. We've had such a juicy conversation that it is. I know it's tough to transition because I always enjoy these conversations because there's a gazillion questions going through my mind, but obviously with time I can't ask all the questions.
We'll definitely set up a part 2, sometime in May, or if we get an opening before then, we'll shoot you in there. But definitely set up a part 2. Do a Mob Chicks review because it'll already be out, and then your next projects or whatnot. So we'll definitely put you back on.
I got a couple of them in line.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for this to be over so I can start.
I think we're due for our next thriller. Like for real, I think we're due for our next thriller. The trailer, you can't go watch the trailer on YouTube. There's one trailer, but I think we're due for our next trailer. Like I can't wait to see the next trailer.
Yeah, that was actually actually a teaser.
All right.
Teaser.
Yeah, the trailer will be out in February.
Okay.
So Manny, go ahead and lead us into our last minute words, please.
Okay, so as I usually say, don't let the fear of failure. Well, never let the fear of failure overcome the righteousness of success. Don't be afraid to take that step. Like I was a long time ago. I was scared to take that first step. That's why it took me so long to publish my book. But once I did, like, so many doors opened. Look at Andre. Andre's been through, so much, the military. And once he left the military, doors opened up and he did what he wants to do. He enjoys what he's doing. He's not working for, somebody and making them rich. He's doing what he loves to do. Dwyer, he has dyslexia, and he doesn't let that stop him from what he enjoys and what he wants to do in his life. He just adapts to the life, So, if you're afraid to take that step or you're scared to continue forward in your dreams, don't, because we did it and look at where we at now. I'm not saying that we're where we want to be, but, it's all a process, and we just have to work the process and be consistent with it. So you can find me on Facebook and IG, author Manny Morales. Hit me up, DM. If you want to get a book, I'll autograph it for you. Model page is Manny Morales 1824. Love is Our Magic series coming soon, very soon. How about you? Let's do Andre first. Where can they find you? And give us a closing statement for the viewers, like something heartfelt and inspiration.
Yeah. So Andre Peeko Train on Facebook. Slim Goody 2410 on Instagram. Enjoy your life to the fullest. One word on YouTube.
Okay.
That's my word. I think the word I would give, never let your success overwhelm you.
Mm-hmm.
Most people think success is having a lot of money and being big at what you're doing. Success is what you make, right? I used to, and to leave out, my mother used to always tell me, I used to tell my mother that I want to be so successful that I want to buy her a house, a car. She ain't got to worry about nothing else in life. But my mother always told me I was successful to her because I made it, right? In her eyes, I made it. So my success and her success was two different types of successes. I wanted to make her happy by doing this, but I already made her happy by taking the right journey and becoming successful in her eyes, not mine.
Right. Right.
So success is what you
make.
make.
That's definitely powerful.
That is powerful. Absolutely.
What's up with you, Dwyer? Let's hear something. Where can they find you? And give our viewers some inspiration, man.
So it's Dwyer Williams, DJ Sweet _ DJ Sweet 360 at Facebook, DJ W Motivator and TikTok, and inspiration. Never let pride get the best of you. Put God first. Put God first, and it's endless. It's endless. Growing up, I always want to see myself on a billboard. I want to see my billboard, and I never get it. But you know what? I got a photo that get into the gallery in California, and now I got a photo reach Getty Images, and that's the top of the line image where your photo can be. I mean, just never make success get the best of you in life. Be humble and be wise, and put God first and everything else. Don't hype, don't make fame and fortune. You look them on people.
That's awesome. We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. Yessie, the lovely Yessie, what you got?
Yes. First, I want to say to all my people, listeners, viewers, thank you. Gracias por su apoyo. Thank you so much for your support, for being here with us today. Another amazing show.
Yes.
Otro episodio maravilloso. Mucha información. But hey, we are here. Thanks be to God. Thanks to Dre and Dwyer, the special guest. Shout out to Manny for always being a dope co-host. And also, shout out to our sponsors. We're going to take a quick sponsor break. So shout out to Collective Wear, author Manny Morales, and Divine Beauty and Accessories. Tune in right now.
Sponsored by Collective Wear. Sponsored by author Manny Morales. Sponsored by Divine Beauty and Accessories. Watch Hoy En Día TV, Thursdays, 7:30 p.m.
All right, and for you all, businesses, individuals, what have you, we do have sponsor packages available, so you can be right here with these other sponsors being promoted on multiple platforms, because we are on IG, Facebook, YouTube, we are on Deezer, RSS, Spotify, Samsung Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and I'm sure I'm missing several, but I just can't think of them right now. We're on a lot of platforms worldwide, so you can be seen and heard just by being here at Hoy En Día TV. And also for you all who have interesting stories you want to share, businesses, just want to come and chop it up with me and Manny, you're welcome to come on board. At the bottom of the screen, you see our email, hoyendiatv@gmail.com. So use that to say, hey, I want to be on, or if you say, hey, I want information on sponsor packages, we got you. And yes, for those who want to know more about me, Yessie Rodriguez, hey, I'm easy to find. Just go on Google, type in YESSE Rodriguez, RODRIGUEZ. Everything that's about Yessie will pull up, and you'll see my websites, yessierodriguez.com. You'll see my social media handles and just how to reach me. So again, thank you. And I'm going to leave this as I always usually say, because one of my pet peeves is when people say, the sky's the limit. But guess what? Me being the nerd that I am and liking to do research, I found that there's a Kármán line. For those who don't know what the Kármán line is, it's Earth's end and outer space that starts at the Kármán line, which is about 62 miles above the planet's surface. So that technically, from a technicality standpoint, tells you that the sky is not the limit, because there is already a limit to the sky before it turns into outer space. So the quote I created many, many years ago, the sky is never the limit because the galaxies, they are endless. Thank you for tuning in.
Wow, yes. Wow.